What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Acolyte Episode 2. Yes, I finally gave in and watched more of this absolute catastrophe. Now, if you guys are new to my channel and you don't know, whenever I watch these shows, I do a live tweet reaction to it, because I don't film, like, reaction videos, because I need to actually focus on the show. But if you guys want to know what I'm thinking scene by scene, go ahead and go follow me on Twitter. The link for this thread is in the description of this video. And you guys can go check it out and make sure that you follow me for when I watch, if I watch the next ones. We're going to go through this scene by scene. So first scene is Evil Twin. For those that don't remember in the first episode, the one chick, she's got an evil twin that's doing evil twin stuff that killed the Jedi, that killed Trinity in the first episode. So now the evil twin is breaking into some random Jedi temple with one move. Like, oh, let me show you this. Okay, so this is the Jedi temple on some random set or planet. And so she pays some little girl to go up and like alert the security droid, and then she throws this thing on it. You see? And then the door just opens and she walks in. Like, come on. This is a Jedi temple. There's no kind of security except for the one single droid. There's no holo recordings. There's no kinds of guards of any kind. Like, what? Really? I mean, just getting into the Jedi Temple at Coruscant is dangerous. Oh, freaking Anakin had to take an entire legion of clone troopers just to get in. And then you have all of the Jedi that are there. You're telling me there's no younglings there that are on guard duty, or any knights there that are on guard duty? There's no kind of alarm system for if, I don't know, the one single droid you have on the door gets, I don't know, hit with another little thing, and then they can just walk right into that's how dumb Leslie Hetland is, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant that's in charge of making this show. So Evil Twin just waltzes right into the Jedi Temple, gets no kind of pushback, no guards, no alarms of any kind, just walks right in. Gosh, you know what annoys me too is, like, she's not even using stealth or anything like that. She's just walking around. It's like, just because she's wearing a cloak and has a mask on isn't like her going and like scaling the walls or anything like that. She's just walking around like, oh, law to do. And there's no one here? Like, really? I find this really freaking hard to believe that this is the Jedi at the height of their power. No security, no guards, no one walking around the hallway. Just anyone can just break in if they have the right equipment and just walk around, and no Jedi can sense her either. Believe it or not. So remember how she killed Trinity in the very first episode? Well, now she's after this guy. Now, this is the actor, if you guys watch Game of Thrones, he played Tommen Baratheon, or Lannister, cough. So they got Tommen Baratheon, who, I don't know, that he looks so young. I'm pretty sure he's like a teenager. But they have him all in this makeup and this wig to make him look like he's like a 40-year-old dude. And apparently he's been in this trance for over a decade. And so he's just been sitting here meditating, not in some kind of forced trance for a decade, not eating, not drinking anything, not going to the bathroom, not sleeping, just sitting here, floating here for the past decade. And I'm like, well, at least somebody has the courtesy to like clean his room. Like, look, there's no spider webs. If 10 years his hair isn't all the way down to the floor, neither is his beard. So someone's, trimming his hair, trimming his beard, which I'm like, all right, that's kind of funny, because when she goes to try to kill him, because that's why she's here. She wants to kill 4 Jedi. She killed Trinity. That was the first one. Now she wants to kill him. He'll be the second one. Then she's got to go kill a couple other people. That'll make all 4 of them. But so it's like, when she goes to try to kill him, there's like this force shield around him that he created, so she can't touch him. So I'm like, who's been trimming this dude's hair? Right? Like, who's trimming his hair? Who's trimming his nails? If he hasn't moved in a decade, who's taking care of that? Oh my gosh, it's almost like if they had someone competent doing this show that pays attention to the little details, this wouldn't have been something that was missed. Do you think how cool that would be if, like, she just walks in and it's like this spiderweb infested room, and he's got these crazy long nails and beard and hair, he looks all crazy, and then when you do a flashback to see what he used to look like before that, this just is like, oh, you just put some, cheesy makeup on a 20-year-old to make him look older, because he's probably the same age as this actress, actually. and you just tried to make him old. No, if he looked crazy, and then it's like, oh yeah, he hasn't moved in 10 years. No one has seen him. No one can get in that room. Like, that would be, like, interesting, to say the least, visually and storytelling-wise. But no, none of that. Like, look at him. He just looks like he's 20-something years old, and just... They gave him a really bad wig and a bad beard. Like, come on. I feel like kids in high school plays have better hair and makeup stylists than this. But so you see here, this is where she's, like, trying to break his, like, force shield, and she can't. So when she realizes she can't, she just leaves. Just leaves. Nothing ever happened. She can't get to him. She just fails and walks out. And at this point, when she's already made an assassination attempt on his life, that's when all of a sudden, all of the other Jedi Masters and all the other Jedi that are in the temple, all of a sudden realize that, oh, somebody broke in here. I swear, like, the people making this show really hate Star Wars and really hate Jedi because they just make them completely incompetent in every single way. So guys, wasn't that opening scene exciting? Wasn't just like a total banger? Yeah, I know. So excited. So innovative. But then we cut over to the good twin. And so she's on the ship. She's talking to the chick that played X-23 that's now in this like terrible alien makeup. And they're on the ship. She's trying to fix the ship to get it to work because remember they had to land on the one ice mountain planet that she crash landed on. And so she wakes up and she's like, oh, why don't you just do this? And all of a sudden the ship is fixed because she's amazing at everything. And, you know, she fixes everything. And then she's all impressed. Like, oh. And we get this little convo between Yord and dude from Squid Game about what's going on with good twin and evil twin. And he's like, yo, I don't believe you. He's like, it doesn't matter. I'm the one that's in charge here. Then Squid Game dude goes and has a conversation with the hologram version of It's Ma'am. And he's like, hey, she's not the one that's murdering everyone. When we found her, she had a twin. And we thought her twin died, but apparently her twin is evil and is still alive. And she's like, oh yeah, we kind of figured something was up and that it wasn't the good twin because we had a break-in at this one Jedi temple which has Tom and Baratheon. You know him because when you found good twin, he was one of the three other people that were with you. So he's like, all right, well, maybe let's go investigate. She's like, all right, cool. And so they make their way to the Jedi Temple, a.k.a. Disney Lot number 2. Now, this next scene is super, super cringy because so Evil Twin is on the planet there's this little shop, like an alchemy shop, that is right across from the Jedi Temple. I kid you not. Later in the episode, they're standing on a balcony staring at this shop. So even though all of the Jedi Masters that are in the Jedi Temple didn't sense that they had a break-in, all of a sudden once they realized they had a break-in, none of this Jedi around them in this temple can sense that there's evil people literally right across the street. That is how incompetent the Jedi are in Leslie Headland's Star Wars show. But so Evil Twin goes across the street to the alchemy shop to talk to this drunk, dirty dude. And then we find out later, there's like, I'm obviously very much behind on this show, but this guy is supposed to be the new sex symbol of Star Wars. I kid you not. They're like, let's brush his hair in front of his face and make him dirty and drunk, and then later we're going to have him take his shirt off, and we're going to expect every woman and every man to like drop their jaw and start drooling over this dude. I kid you not. That was my Twitter feed when that episode came out. I was not amused at all. But so anyway, she goes and talks to this dude because apparently they both know the Sith or the not Sith. Whatever, the bad Jedi, or in this version, the Jedi are the bad ones and the bad guys that murder people are the good ones, because that's what Hollywood, I don't know. I can't make excuses for these insane people. They're insane. But so anyways, she's like, yo, I tried to kill him and I couldn't. He's like, well, maybe you got to try this thing. And he starts making a potion, which is a poison, which is revealed later, but her and her twin, they used this potion, or this poison when they were kids to hunt and kill animals. I'm like, what kind of parent gives their kid poison? And it's like, not only that, who is writing this show? Like, you're gonna seriously eat something that you poisoned? You do realize when you poison an animal, that poison stays in their system, and so if you go to eat it, you will die, or you will get very, very sick. And considering this is a poison that kills humans, like, that entire logic is just like, wow, this was really written by an absolute freaking moron. But anyways, there's this weird scene, and they're trying to build it that there's some kind of tension, which obviously we know that they're trying to make it sexual tension. I didn't get that vibe. I was more like, bro, go take a shower. But that's what they're trying to build up in this scene. So he gives her this potion, poison, and so she's going to go back to the Jedi Temple and kill Tommen Baratheon. Now, just when you think this episode couldn't get any freaking stupider, we are introduced to Master Diabetes. I kid you freaking not. Oh yeah, this is the girl that Evil Twin used to get into the Jedi Temple. So you're telling me this dude is supposed to be a Jedi Master? I'm sorry, but if I call for help and this dude shows up, I'm gonna be like, homeboy, sit down. You're about to have a heart attack. I'll just take care of it myself, because there is no way anyone looks at this dude and is like, yeah, this dude is the one that's going to protect me. This is the one that is going to strike fear into the heart of the bad guys. Like, this dude probably can't even make it up a flight of stairs. Give me a freaking break. But so what? All the good guys are standing outside this Jedi Temple. Evil Twin, I kid you not, breaks in again. No one there senses that she's there. They didn't up their security at all, even after they knew that there was a break-in the night before. She breaks in. This glowy thing on her neck is the poison. And she is like, I got this thing for you. Even though she was there the day before to kill him, all of a sudden now he wakes up and he gets out of his trance and then takes the poison and dies. All while the good guys, I'm air quoting right now, are outside talking to Master Diabeto. Like, I swear, just when you think this show can't get any stupider, it does. It does. So they finally come back into the Jedi Temple, and the bad twin escapes. Good twin shows up, finds Tommen Baratheon lying on the floor dead because he drank the poison. I mean, this happened like 10 years ago. He's been sitting in this trance for 10 years. If he really wanted to off himself in Minecraft, YouTube overlords, please don't get mad at me. This is just what happened in a TV show. I'm just going over the TV show. Don't get mad at me. I'm not condoning any of this shit. It's all make-believe. But so, if he wanted to do this to himself, don't you think he could have just walked across the street to the alchemy shop and gotten the poison himself? Don't you think instead of sitting, like, floating for 10 years, he could have done that by now? But no, it took the evil twin to show up to give him the poison for him to actually... It's so freaking stupid. And I know that they're trying to lead up. I haven't watched any of the other episodes. I've only watched 1 and 2. And after this, I'm like, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do this whole sympathy thing of the Jedi are evil. So the Jedi went to go rescue these girls, or they went to go do this thing, and they did something evil. They committed some war crime, and like he's one of the guys that couldn't live with it. And now one of the victims is coming back to get her revenge. It's like, nothing about that is interesting. That's a story that's been told over and over again, and it doesn't work in this context of Star Wars. But that's what happens when you get a complete moron writing a TV show and making a TV show. But so anyways, she finds him dead. Everyone shows up and everyone's like, oh my God, like the other Jedi that were here, the complete incompetent Jedi that couldn't tell that they were broken into, not once, but twice. They're like, oh my God, you killed him. And then Yord comes out from back here and he's like, no, I followed her the entire time. She didn't kill him. When she found him, he was already dead. And then they're like, all right, the killer must be still here somewhere. So we got to set up like a perimeter and try to catch him. It's like, oh, you didn't want to do that, like, I don't know, yesterday when you found that you were broken into, but whatever. This dude's dead because you guys have terrible security. Nobody was there guarding him, even though you guys knew that somebody already broke in and tried to mess with the dude. You guys already knew that. You didn't have any kind of guards watching him, and y'all were standing outside, and that guy was probably eating donuts. But yeah, so now they're gonna take action. Yip-de freaking do. All right, so this is them up on the balcony staring at the alchemy shop, because guess what? Good Twin reveals that little thing that I mentioned earlier about how, oh, I recognize this poison that was used to kill Tom and Baratheon. Guess what? Me and my twin used to use it when we were kids to kill animals so we could eat them. And again, it's like, I wouldn't be eating no animal that just got poisoned. That's not very smart, but again, this is written by a complete idiot. But so they're trying to come up with a plan. Like, your evil twin might still be here, and we need to get the guy that made the potion, the weird guy that I showed you earlier, the one that they're trying to make into a sex symbol. So they're all coming up with a plan, and Yord comes up with the plan, but guess what? Because even though he is like the Disney diversity hire, the whole LGBTQ plus dude, plus he's a man of color, he comes up with a plan, but because he's a man, that is his fatal flaw. So sorry man, this isn't for you. This is all about the whammon of the show. So she, the kid, right? She's the young little Padawan. She comes up with the superior plan. She's like, sorry, dude, we're shooting down your plan. We're going to do my plan instead of listening to, I don't know, one of the adults. Notice how the dude from Squid Game, he doesn't sit there and come up with like this mastermind plan, which you would think he would, considering he has the most experience out of anyone there. No, we're all going to listen to the kid, which is exactly what happened. Now, part of this genius plan is to send Good Twin in there pretending to be Evil Twin. And so she goes in there and talks to the creepy guy pretending to be her sister. And the creepy guy it's just, he obviously knows that she's messing with him, so he's just saying what he needs to say to get her to do what he wants, because he's going to be a mastermind planner, because remember, he's the sex symbol of Disney Star Wars. But so we find out that the evil twin is still on the planet, and she finds out some other stuff about the Sith, or not the Sith, because they don't want to say the Sith. It's all this mental gymnastics that is just completely stupid, and that great groundbreaking scene here. And after he reveals something about the bad guys, that he knows something about that and the poison, all the other Jedi come in because she was wearing a wire. And they all rush in to go arrest him. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this just reeks of a woman that just watched like cheesy novella crime shows. And like the way it was set up, I'm like, these are Jedi. Like, this is what they do. This is what you think Jedi do. This show was obviously made by somebody that knows nothing about Star Wars, that knows nothing about entertainment, and like nothing about storytelling. It was like, I was just watching this and I'm just like, I know exactly what's about to happen. This is so predictable and dumb. It's not, like I said, it's not even made by somebody that knows entertainment, because nothing about this is entertaining. Like, even here it says like suspenseful music. Nothing about this is suspenseful. It's like, you know, step by step what is going to happen. It's so bad. Then we cut over to this really, really terrible fight scene. But before that, there's this scene that takes place back on the ship, and it's where Squid Game guy is lecturing Good Twin about revenge and all of that. And it's like, oh, really? Revenge? Who would have thought? At least you get one word that is common within the Star Wars universe and one theme, but it's done very, very poorly. But so anyways, back to this epic fight scene that they spent $180 million on. Remember, this show is one of the most expensive shows ever from Disney. And look at, this is literally a sound stage. Like, the way that they show, like, the Disney technology where it's, like, projected screens, like, you can just see so conveniently you're in this busy city that has people walking through it at all times of the day, just happen to have this completely empty space to fight, to do this. I don't even know what you want to call this, but her non-lightsaber using, knife throwing, kicking, I feel like they just watched an episode of Naruto. But they fight. And guess who shows up at the end to have a face-to-face confrontation? If you guessed Good Twin, congratulations, you were right. She was supposed to be waiting and kept hidden while Yord and Squid Game and then the other chick ambush her from the ship and capture her, but she uses the dust from the ship to escape. And so the last thing that's left to stop her on her escape is her good twin. And instead of shooting her psychotic, evil twin sister, I mean, you don't even have to kill her. You could just, like, shoot her in the leg or something. Like, do something to, like, put her down. This is Star Wars. I mean, lightsabers don't even kill you anymore. So just shoot her once with, like, a blaster and stun her or something so that way you guys can capture her. But instead, she doesn't, and she lets her evil twin sister get away. So the next day, we got Master Diabetes watching the alchemy store. And for whatever reason, these two are still on the planet. But so Evil Twin runs into the creepy guy, and she's like, "You sold me out to the Jedi, I want to kill you." And he's like, "Shush, I can get you off the planet. That's my way of making it up to you." And they just look at each other, and then I guess they escape the planet. Now, remember when I said earlier how there was 4 people there that were there when they found, like, the good twin, and they thought the evil twin died? Well, so the first one was Trinity. Trinity's dead. Tommen Baratheon, he's dead. Squid Game guy, and then the last one left is the Wookiee Jedi who has been in, not hiding, but he's living on some wannabe Kashyyyk planet. And so that is who the evil twin is going to go after next. And so the end scene of this episode is the reveal of the Wookiee with a man bun and clothing. Dun 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 dun. End episode. Gosh, like, it's so hard watching these because they are so amazingly awful. Like, I am actually amazed at how bad these shows can be. You have Star Wars. You have pretty much an unlimited budget at this point. If it costs $80 million to make this thing, Godzilla -1 costs less than $15 million. And that was a full-length movie with Godzilla and, like, special effects and fighter pilots and all that jazz. This is, I don't know, they gotta be money laundering. I remember when I was a kid and I watched that play, The Producers, and they talk about, oh, if you have a flop, you can launder money, but if it's a hit, then, like, the IRS looks at you and you'll go to jail. Like, are they purposely trying to make this bad so they can continue to launder money? Because I'm like, where is the $180 million going? It's not like they're having epic lightsaber duels. It's not like they're having space battles. The special effects look awful. Like, it's just, I don't understand. Where is the money going? And are they pulling the producers? Maybe that would, make a lot of that would make a lot of sense. But yeah, this was just the second episode. It was boring. It was completely illogical, and anyone with common sense could have solved every problem in this, but they don't have anyone working on the show with common sense. Instead, they have people that just want to push an agenda and virtue signal online, which is all I've seen from the people making this show. None of them actually care about Star Wars. None of them actually care about the storytelling or the characters or the universe. All they care is pushing the agenda, and if you criticize it just for common sense things, you're the embodiment of all evil. It's like, wow, all right then. I see the game that you're going to be playing. Well, they've also been playing it ever since they stole Star Wars. And yeah, stole is the word I'm using, because if you ever read Bob Iger's book, The Ride of a Lifetime, he basically plots out how he's an evil genius and how he manipulated George Lucas and blackmailed him into selling Star Wars to him, or he was going to lose everything and everyone working for any of his companies were going to lose their job and all go bankrupt. So yeah, that's what they did. And Bob Iger is evil. All these people doing this shit is evil. They don't care about anything. And it's completely frustrating. And also, I'm just like, could you please be better with money? I know this is a thing being ran by all women, but my accountant is a woman and she's really freaking good. So women are capable of managing money. I don't know where the hell this is going, but it's not going in the show because this is awful. But anyways, guys, that's my review for episode 2. I don't know. I'll try to watch more and review more. You guys seem to really, really enjoy these reviews, so thank you everyone for watching. Let me know what you thought about this down below in the comment section. If you guys like this video, please smash the like button. If you guys haven't yet, please also smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you actually get notifications when I do videos and live streams. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.